going to get value for money as we start to heat things up for the state of origin.
Thanks, Jimmy. We'll get underway. Willinga Park is sponsoring Team 1 for New South Wales. It consists of Troy Palmer, Sarah Cookson and Hugh Miles. I don't think I need to do any introduction on Willinga Park. What you see here is what you get. Thank you, Terry Snow. Jackson's Ranch, they sponsor Team 2 for New South Wales.
Introducing Mastery of the Horse, an all-new equine event on the Gold Coast, under the iconic red roof of Australian Outback Spectacular, from the 17th to the 19th of June. Join Mark Buttsworth, Ian Francis, Dan Steers, Rob Leach and Cody Rawson-Harris as they unite to share their expertise and experience in daily demonstrations. Don't miss out. Tickets on sale now.
Transport. Tom and Margot, located in the Snowy Mountains. It's a family-owned business established 40 years ago. They have a stock trade, flat tops, tippies, grain and fertilisers. They service the mountains, Snowy Mountains and far south roads.
G'day, I'm Josh Gibson, and after years of playing elite sport, I understand more than most the value.
Tom Fitzgerald Transport is Annette Fitzgerald, Liz Fitzgerald and Jane Fitzgerald. And sorry, for Jackson's Ranch, V Palmer, Leah Whitehead and Hannah Riley. Team 4 for New South Wales, His Way. His Way is recognised as a high calibre provider of civil infrastructure construction services. They're a family-owned business local to the Shoalhaven, which is proud of its long tradition of personalised service. Riding for His Way, it's Team 4 for New South Wales, Laura McIntosh, Ben McNaughton and Bernie McMore. Team 5 for New South Wales is Cuba Performance Horses. They offer a diverse selection of purpose-built equine facilities. They cater for individuals, groups and equine sporting clubs for sporting days, training and preparation for competitors and for clinics. They also have unique accommodation for you and your horse. KPH aim to breed all-round performance horses. They breed, train and sell the progeny of their stallions and their mares, and doing this has become a passion of theirs. So riding for Cuba Performance Horses, Team 5, New South Wales, Roger Grant, Brent Trotter and Bruce McNaughton. Queensland, Team 1, Mark Buttsworth, Tom Strawn and Jackson Ball. And that is Packhorse, is their sponsor. Packhorse, as land custodians, they're building the greatest land restoration and beef supply chain business in the world. Packhorse acquires agricultural properties and manages land through regenerative practices. Ringers Queensland Team Number 2, Brett Welsh, Troy Palmer and Andrew Turvey. Ringers were also the sponsor of the Willinga Park Gold Buckle Campdraft. They aim to provide hard-working Aussies with quality clothing for men and women of all shapes and sizes. Juwanda Beef. This is Terry's other place in Queensland, another property. So Terry's second team, he's backing one for each state. Team 3 consists of Andrew Turvey, Harry Scott and Wal Vivas. Team 4, Shanahan's Livestock Transport. Team 4 for Queensland, Zame Haberman, Ben Hall and Will Durkin. Shanahan Transport have been carting the cattle here this week for Willinga, and they're strategically based in Albury, Wodonga and Toowoomba. Team 5 for Queensland, sponsored by Ariat. The team consists of Pete Comiskey, Ben Hall and Hugh Miles. Ariat are the stockists of high-quality men's and women's country clothes, boots and accessories. Right, the Victorian teams. Team 1, Ken Bolton, Peter Bolton, Kenny L. Beaches, Wellington Livestock. Wellington Livestock offers the services of experienced stockmen who are able to muster, draft and drench, mark calves and other husbandry, scan and weigh cattle, and suggest future marketing options. Team 2 for Victoria, Rural Funds Management. Team 2 consists of Andrew Sheridan, Ben Walsh and Gus Malone. Rural Funds Management is an agricultural fund and asset manager based in Canberra with properties in Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia and Western Australia. Okay, ACT. Homes ranging from heritage restoration. Brandwood Stock Horses is Cole and Nicole Moxie, breeding Australian stock horses. Thanks. And Chancet, Matt and Chrissy French of Nimity Bell, another Australian stock horse stud, bred for speed, temperament, ability, breed and agility. So a big thank you to all these sponsors sponsoring these 12 teams here tonight. 14 teams here. Without these sponsors, this event would not be as successful as it is. So a big thank you to the sponsors. So to let all the spectators know how this works, there's 14 teams. We'll go through the draw. There'll be 2 rounds. It's paid to 5th place and it's based on the 2 fastest times. The riders have to stay in formation. So it's what you've been watching all week, except 2 more riders. The left rider has to stay on the left at all times. Middle stays in the middle and can help either rider, and the right obviously stays on the right at all times. The time is taken from the last horse, or there's one person in the camp. When his horse goes out the gate, time starts then, and when the last horse goes through the gate, hopefully, then the time stops. So the time is taken from there, the judge calls it, and 2 fastest scores will be the winner. On the second round, we'll reverse the draw. So we want to hear everyone get behind the teams. We want to hear you get behind your states and enjoy the next event to complete this great week of drafting at Willinga.
Hey Brooke, I'm just going to jump in there for 2 seconds because with me I have the winner of this teams draft from last year. One of the members, one of 3 members, Willinga Park rider Troy Palmer. Troy, as a previous winner, you're going to have to give us a rundown on how it happens. What's the goal? What's the aim? How do we get to the podium here today?
Well, Heidi, there's a bit of skill involved in it. You've got to work as a team. There's got to be a captain at the back of the team, and he's got to call his troops up left and right. There'll be a bit of yelling. There'll be a bit of hard riding. I had Sarah and Huey on my team last year. Sarah and Huey both made the finals here this year in the gold buckle. I'm pretty sure they're both placed up. Well, Huey runs second, I think, in the gold buckle here, so we've got a bit of form coming into it, but we need the crowd to get behind us. We need a bit of yelling and yahooing, and we'll give you some serious competition, some serious riding. It's a team event, and it's showing how we're getting cattle around all together and working as a team.
You bet, and lots of these riders will be great mates, great travelling buddies, and support each other. As we went on through the weekend, we saw these boys turn from the yard and look across at their buddies who are following them in the camp, and they get to pick cattle for each other. That's how great this sport is. Troy, it is a timed event. That is how we win. Is that correct?
Yeah, we've got this event run over two rounds, Heidi, and it's a timed event. So the fastest time combined over the 2 rounds will be the winner. You must stay in pattern on the course, but there'll be a judge there. He'll adjudicate if things get out of whack a bit, but yeah, apart from that, it's the fastest time wins. So there's no real judging, just the fastest round the course.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from a previous winner. He's the one who knows how to get it done. That was Troy Palmer. He will again ride in that great team for Warringah Park, the winning team from last year. He reckons they've got a bit of form, but I think there's 13 other teams who are going to try to challenge them. We'll see you shortly, Troy. We wish you all the best. Righto. I'm going to grab another great competitor. The last bloke was from New South Wales. The next one's from Queensland and will ride with the pack horse team. This is Mark Buttsworth, rides with Tom Strawn and Jackson Ball today. Butsy, were you part of this part of this event last year?
No, they wanted experienced men, so I didn't get a turn last year, Heidi.
I don't know if that's entirely true. I think that could be a little bit of a stretch, folks. So what's the strategy today? Have you got your boys wound up? Where do you ride in the set of 3?
Yeah, I'm going to go in the middle and throw the orders, Heidi.
Yeah, just right. I think that means you're a cutout operator. Is that correct?
Chase out.
Chase out, cutout. We saw this man win the cutout, the dash for cash the other night, so I reckon he's probably reasonably qualified to take on that job. What's the old pony you're on, Mark?
One stylish something.
Yeah, you've seen him, ladies and gentlemen, the great One Stylish Pepto. I can see Pete Shakespeare in the crowd up there. He'll be cheering and carrying on for this team. So that'll be the pack horse team. I'm going to call you the captain, Captain Mark Buttsworth. Thanks for your time, Butsy. We'll see him shortly.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now's the time to get in a pretty good posse. And whether you're a New South Wales, Welshman, Queensland, Victorian, the ACT, now's the time to get behind your teams. We want you to roar and shout and clap and cheer and so forth, etc., just to warm yourselves up leading into the concert. So here's the time here at Warringah Park to let your hair down as we start to get very close for the kickoff for the State of Origin. We got anybody here from New South Wales? That's not too bad. Many people from over the border in Queensland? A few. What about Victoria?
No one from
and
Victoria.
The ACT?
Couldn't hear them.
Oh, there is a few from the ACT. Okay, well, we want to pull up the volume for once this event gets underway. I've only got one blue eye and the other one is blue as well, so I come from New South Wales, so I know which team I'm barracking for. But you can sing out, shout, cheer and shout, whatever you like here at Warringah Park as the curtain will come down to wind up the horse camp drafting program before we get ready for the concert. So grab something to eat, grab something to drink from the swamp bar and get yourself in a good posse to get right behind the State of Origin. 14 teams in all. They have 2 runs. It won't take very long and we'll have a result. So get those vocal voices all wound up, the hands ready to clap.
And
The
just-
rules are open.
And before you get too comfy, there's a silver Prado, New South Wales number plates, BLX53U. In the paddock car park, you have left your lights on. BLX53U. If you're quick, you'll be back in time.
Hey, Brooke, that person, they left their car lights on for a reason, because they know they're going to be very late leaving here tonight after the concert, and they left them on so they could find their car.
Hey,
That'll work, Jim.
announcing crew, I'm going to jump in there. Ladies and gentlemen, this week we've seen a lot of rain. We've seen a magnificent arena prepared by the great Wayne McDonald. He gave us a beep in his tractor there before. Thank you so much to Macca. Can we put our hands together for Mr. Wayne McDonald? As someone who got the opportunity to ride on this arena, I tell you what, there's not a better surface in Australia. Thank you, Macca. We appreciate you and everything you've done to make this event what it is.
So here we go. We're about to get underway. State of Origin 2022. New South Wales were the winners in 2021. So here we go. We're about to go.
So Wellington Livestock Team for Victoria. Team 1, Ken Bolton, Pete Bolton, Kenny L. Beaches, father, brother, sister. Next will be Ringers, Queensland. Team 2, Brett Welsh, Troy Palmer, Andrew Turvey. And Team 3, Ariat, Queensland. Team 5, draw 3. Team 5, Pete Comiskey, Ben Hall, Hugh Miles.
So boys and girls, mums and dads, now's the time. You can clap your hands, sing out, cheer, and I think you can even boo if you pick the wrong.
Who is it? Matt. Okay, correction. Kenny L's in the stands. It's Matty Beaches. It's the boys' team. Matty Beaches, Pete Bolton and Kenny Bolton. So who's here from Victoria? You're pretty quiet. So there's one person cheering from Victoria. Any other Victorians?
So here we go, team number 1, the Wellington Livestock from Victoria. So one just to settle the 3 head of cattle in the camp, and then he'll say go, the gates will open and away they'll go. Around the first peg, it's a left-hand course, right, left through the gate. So let's get right behind each team in the State of Origin for 2022. So they just try and keep the cattle together. Try and get the cattle to be friends with their cousins. Okay, here we go. Team number 1, Wellington Livestock from Victoria. Ken Bolton, Peter Bolton, Matty Beaches. Okay, here they go. They've got to stay in their positions around the first peg. Let's get right behind them. Can they keep them together? Around the first peg they come. Now, the fella on the outside now has got to sit back. The outsider goes up, looking pretty good. They've got to keep them together. Oh, yes, they've had a bit of practice. Now they come around the second peg. Can they do it? The Victorians, the Mexicans, they're going okay. Now they've got to bunch them up a little bit. They've got to get them to come through the gate together. They ride hard, around. Can they do it? Oh, yes, it's looking good. Wow. Hey, you know what? They never had time to turn the clock on. They might get a rerun.
Well, what a way to start it. Kenny Bolton, Peter Bolton and Maddie Beaches. Team 1 for Victoria. Now we've got a Queensland team. Team 2 for Ringers. Brett Welsh, Troy Palmer, Andrew Turvey. Pressure's on.
Time there for 36.48. 36.48. Okay, the Ringers, the Queenslanders, Brett Welsh, Troy Palmer, Andrew Turvey. Oh, they call for the gate. They come out. They're on their way. The Queenslanders. What do you think of the Queenslanders, New South Wales?
No,
Okay, here they come around the first peg, and look here. Oh, they bunch them up pretty tight now. The Ringers, the Queensland number 2 team. Now they come around and they move around. They try to keep them together. Now look here, they come around. Welsh, Palmer, Turvey. They got them all together here. He moves right around. Palmer says move around further. Now he moves up on the outside. Sit back on the inside. Look at Palmer go around. Turvey, look here. Can they? Yes, it. Oh no! Oh, have a look up on the big screen. You'll see what happened.
Watch this.
Well, we'll leave that one. We might have to go upstairs.
Oh. Righto. Draw 3, Ariat, Queensland, Team 5, Pete Comiskey, Ben Hall, Hugh Miles. Next will be the Fitzgerald sisters.
Commentary team, I'm just going to jump in here. I reckon Troy Palmer's got a bit of feedback for his team member there. Troy, what happened with that last steer?
Oh, I don't know. I looked over my shoulder. I thought it was all sweet. I was celebrating, and Queensland and Turvey went to sleep.
Well, good news. Both of them get another turn. I don't think there'll be too many tears cried over it. Thanks, Troy. Well done, team. We'll move on to the next one.
Time there for the Ringers of 33.39, 33.93 plus 1 penalty point. Okay, here we go with the area team. The Queensland Team 5 of Pete Kaminsky, Ben Hall, Hugh Miles. The more noise we can make here at Wallinga Park, here on the final day of competition. And Pete Kaminsky just putting them together. Gives them a little bit of a shoe around the yard. The gate's open. Here we go. The 3 Pole Hereford cattle come together. And here we go with Ariat team. Oh, the Ariats around the first peg. Oh, they've got them tight. They got them tight. Now, can they keep them together? Now he says, move around now. Ben Hall says, yes, I'll get right around here. Right around. He said, you better go now. We'll keep them together as we go. And we've got to push them straight to the back of the arena. They line up the gate. Can they keep them together? Not what happened last time. Now, turn around. Look at the screen. Look here. Look here. Oh, yes, it looks good.
Certainly some entertaining drafting here tonight. In the yard, draw 4, the Twisted Sisters. New South Wales, Team 3. Annette Fitzgerald, Liz Fitzgerald and Jane Fitzgerald.
Time there of 30 seconds, .21.
Hey, commentary team, there were more open rider titles in that team than we've had hot dinners. Pete Comiskey, was Ben Hall riding around that corner looking like he was chasing mad cattle at Muttaburra? How'd you go?
Mate, yes, Ben's our captain, obviously, and we were just going under his direction. We've obviously followed his footsteps for a long time, so it was a great privilege to ride with Ben Hall and Huey Miles. I'd actually win a bit more if I could take them both in the yard every time.
Oh, yeah, says the guy who's won more than all of us. Outside now for the next team.
Okay, the Fitzgerald sisters from New South Wales, Annette Fitzgerald, Liz Fitzgerald and Jane Fitzgerald, as they do. Oh, look what's happened there. Okay, they've lost a bit of ground there now. They ride for dear life here. Oh, he said, the man from Snowy River, he said, let the pony have his head. They come down around the second peg here now, and they've got to keep riding. They've got to keep riding, ride and ride. The Polar Everest deer says, catch us if you can. Now, can they put it together? Can they put them together? They've got to ride now. They've got to ride and ride and ride. It's looking good. Have a look here.
Righto, next team. Draw 5, Mundango and ECM Livestock. ACT Team 1, Scott Shea, Brett Petty and Phil Collins.
Time there for the Fitzgerald team of 36.15. 36.15, and the one before that, the Queensland, the Ariat team of 30.21. Okay, we move up to the Mundango Pastoral ECM Livestock. Scott Shea, Brett Petty, Philip Collins. Here we go. The green team. You think it was the 17th of March, St. Patrick's Day. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no, the stampers fell off the letter before it got to the post office, and the Christmas card has been all torn up.
You got one through.
Is that the sound effect that goes boom, boom, boom?
Bing bong, Heidi.
Righto. 6th team, His Way, New South Wales, Team 4, Laura McIntosh, Ben McNaughton and Bernie McMore. Then we'll have 7, Shanahan's Livestock Team, and then Jackson's Ranch and KPH.
So we're looking in our His Way team for New South Wales. We know who's the captain here, Laura McIntosh, taking Ben McNaughton and Bernie McMore for the ride. She says, come on, fellas, let's get together. We can do it. Here comes the New South Wales blue team. Where's all those New South Wales blue supporters? They come around. Let's get with them and cheer them on. Cheer them on. You can boo them on if you want to, but we'll cheer them on the best we can. Laura McIntosh, Ben McNaughton, Bernie McMore. Around the second peg they come, and they've got to back one another up. Look here. This is teamwork, and teamwork makes the plan work. Round the second peg now. What can they do? Come around, keep backing me up. It's a 5'8" in position. He says, I'll throw it back to the halfback. Oh, and one's pulled up. Oh, can they get 2? Can the other competitor get the 2? Can they get it? He says, I'll just make my way over here now. They look after him, but they say that's enough is enough.
Gonskis.
Well, sometimes it happens in no matter what sport. It was looking so good.
Righto, let's see what the Shanahan's Livestock Transport Team for Queensland can do. Team 4, Zane Haberman, Ben Hall and Will Durkin.
So they just get the cattle nice and close together, get them used to one another, be good friends, and we want you to stick together like at our side for us.
Winding it up.
So Shanahan's Livestock Transport. Okay, here we go. Shanahan's Livestock Transport. Haberman, Hall, Durkin around the first peg. Look here. Right in positions. It's like any sport. You've got to be in position.
On,
here they go. What can they go? They're going to tighten it up around the second peg. Look here, they just back one another up. They've got a beast each. It's like a 6 pair of riders at the show. Here we go. They push them together. They bunch them together. They ride hard. They go around. Look here. Can they do it? Can they do it? Have a look up on the big screen. I think the judge may have to go up to the upstairs.
Righto. Draw 8, Jackson's Ranch, New South Wales, Team 2. Fee Palmer, Leah Whitehead and Hannah Riley.
I'm going to jump in for a second commentary team. The ladies in this team are the backbone of the Palmer Whitehead families. Leah has been helping our judge, Mr. Luke Whitehead, all weekend. And, of course, we've got the great Palmer support team. We wish them well. They're a bit nervous, but I tell you what, there's not a better type of a team here today.
Okay, Shanahan's Livestock Transport of 4.88 plus 2 points. Okay, here we go with the Jackson's Ranch team. Now, what can they do here? Fee Palmer, Leah Whitehead, Hannah Riley. They've gone straight to the swamp bar. Must be a special on over there. Well, they've grabbed something to drink. Now they're going to make their way back around. Now they've had a little sip over there at the swamp bar. They're back on track. Nothing like a cool refreshment late in the evening. They come back around the first peg. They do the changeover. Now they just change around. So they'll try and tighten it up, which they do. Now, what can they do with it here? Hannah Riley, Leah Whitehead and Fee Palmer. Around and around, a little bit of talking going on. Would have been a little bit like a CWA meeting coming around that second peg. Now let's get with them. Let's get with them and cheer them on. Let's get with them, New South Wales. I think the ladies can do it. They can do it. Yo! Gee, it's marvellous what a little sip done over there at the swamp bar.
Righto, we've got another New South team, Cuba Performance Horses. Team 5, Roger Grant, Brent Trotter and Bruce McNaughton.
So a time there for the Jackson's Ranch of 50.99. So here we go now with the Cuba Performance Horses of Roger Grant, Brent Trotter, Bruce McNaughton. Here we go. Cuba Performance Horses, New South Wales, the blue team, and around they go now. Around, they just bunch them together now. They're putting them together here now. Roger Grant on the inside, Brent Trotter, Bruce McNaughton. He says, I come around. Now he says, sit back a little bit, Roger, let them go that way. Now tighten it up. Let's ride around now. Look here, ride around. He said, keep riding. Now, Bruce McNaughton, Brent Trotter and Roger Grant, they come around. He said, pull back a little bit, Roger. Pull back a little more. Pull back a little more. Come back around, coming towards there. Look here, this is looking good. Look, New South Wales, New South Wales. NSW for New South Wales.
Righto, Queensland's turn. Team 1 for Packhorse, Mark Buttsworth, Tom Strawn and Jackson Ball. Willinga Park team, you're next, and Rural Funds Management for Vic.
Time there now for Cuba Performance Horses of 38.05. So now we go with the Packhorse team. Queensland, team number 1, Mark Buttsworth, Tom Strawn, Jackson Ball. Okay, we're about to go. Mark Buttsworth, Tom Strawn, Jackson Ball. They're out on course. The Queenslanders, the Maroon team, they've got a fast one. Oh, now, what can they do? Can they just bunch them up together? Now they put them together. Now they try to back one another up. Down around the first peg here now. Tom Strawn, Jackson Ball, Mark Buttsworth. Now they do the changeover, the crossover around the second peg here. Now, what can they do now? Got to keep it on track. They've got to just try and keep it a little bit faster. Have a look at the clock. They come around. They're looking down at the wrist to see how we're going for time. Now, we've got daylight savings. No, it's already gone. Okay, can they put them around? Can they put them around? Oh, the Maroon Queenslanders! Oh, no! Back to the big screen. Did he get the ball through? Did he get it down? No, we'll leave it to our judge, Luke Whitehead.
Righto, another team for New South Wales. This is the Willinga Park team. These are the winners from last year. Team 1, Troy Palmer, Sarah Cookson and Hugh Miles.
So a time there for the Packhorse team of 41.59 plus a point. Got that very good time to beat of 30.21. So Willinga Park, New South Wales, Team 1, Troy Palmer, Sarah Cookson, Hugh Miles. Okay, they put them together. Just trying to get them to be nice and friends and stick to one another out there so it'll make it easier for us. Okay, let's try and do it now. They call for the gate to come open. Here they go. Let's get with them and ride with Team New South Wales. Palmer, Cooks and Miles. And look here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now, what can we do? We'll come around. Well, they know they've got a very fast time to get it, but look at Sarah Cookson.
And they slipped the peg.
And they come around and someone just wasn't watching
It's all right,
the other
boys.
two.
Sarah will get it.
Hey, how about a round of applause for them? Sometimes things don't go to plans, eh?
Righto, in camp. Vic team, Team 2, Rural Funds Management. Andrew Sheridan, Ben Walsh and Gus Malone.
Now the Victorians have arrived on the scene. The bus must have been running a bit late. They caught the 5 o'clock bus at 6. So come on, Rural Funds Management, the Victorian team. So they just try and get the pole Hereford steers to stick together. Andrew Sheridan, Ben Walsh, Gus Malone. Keep them nice and tight. That's the instructions from up the front. Don't let them come out in single file. Get the 3 of them coming together. Here we go, the Victorian team number 2, Rural Funds Management. Round they come, they call for the gate. The Victorian team, Andrew Sheridan, Ben Walsh, Gus Malone, Cam, what then they, oh. It's the biggest jolly mix-up that you have ever seen. Me mother, she was Irish, me father, oh, he was green. He's turned blue. Hey, give him a round of applause there. Sometimes the stamp falls off the letter before it gets to the post office. What a good way to finish up the camp drafting program. Before we get into that, great concert here this evening.
Righto. Now we've got ACT, Team 2, Rofe Build, Brandwood Stock Horses and Chancet Stock Horse Stud. Toby Rolfe, Cole Moxie and Matt French.
Okay, here we go now, and we're up to the Rolfe Build of Brandwood Stock Horses and Chancet Stock Horses. Here we go, Toby Rolfe, Cole Moxie, Matt French. What can they do with it now? Oh, they've got them together nice and tight, and that's the way they want to keep it. Here we go. The ACT team, Rolfe, Moxie, French, on around the first peg. Oh, they're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, they are. Now, the ACT, what can they do now? They go around, they put it around, they put it around. Yes, and there'll be big things happening in the ACT this time next week with all the big elections on. And they elect to come around the second peg and keep things nice and tight. Oh, things are looking good here for the ACT. Can they do it? Can they do it? Oh, they line it up, and yes, they can. Oh, teamwork makes the plan work.
All right. Juanda Beef, Terry's property in Queensland. Queensland team. Team 3, Andrew Turvey, Harry Scott and Wal Vivas.
Time there now for the Rolfe Brandwood Chancet team of 36.01. Here we go. Juanda Beef. Here we come. The Queensland team. Okay. Oh, look here. Look at this for teamwork. You might notice that one of the members haven't moved. They just come around the first peg. Now, let's get right behind them. They keep them together. Now he moves. Around the second peg they come. Now, the Queensland team, Judunda, Now Beef around they come, and what can they do? They keep them together. Let's ride with them now. It's the pressure's on. Judanda Beef. Oh, looking to light up the barbecue. Yes.
Righto, so the boys have got to catch their breath and they're first back in. We're going to reverse the draw.
Oh, the Joanda Beef from Queensland team, they come up with a time of 31.86. 31.86. We still have that great time of 30.21 from the area team of Pete Kaminsky, Ben Hall and Hugh Miles. So we'll just give them a minute or two to grab their breath. And we'll go back for the second run.
Yeah, and I'm lucky enough to have with me one of those team members, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ben Hall. What was the strategy, Ben? You've hit the lead from the front, smartly dressed in your Ariat. What was the plan?
Go at him, go hard. Pete was directing us about. He's done a bit of the directing about. He will chase one along, get the sprinkler going.
Perfect. So between you three, you've got one or two titles worth talking about, but at the minute you don't have a Wallinga Park teams draft. This is the one we're all chasing, isn't it, in real terms?
It's on the hit list, eh?
Righto. They lead the way at the moment. We'll back that draw up. We'll go through and see all these competitors again. It was a great spectacle. They'll only get better, folks. That was almost a practice and a warm-up. We'll see them again soon.
Righto, this is a better plan. Back to the first ones. Wellington Livestock, Victoria, Team 1. Ken Bolton, Peter Bolton and Matty Beaches. Ringers, you'll be next. Ariat and then Fitzgerald Livestock.
I'm going to jump in again. I said before that we had a great team in Jackson Ranch, which included some of our great lady riders. Leah Whitehead supports our judge, who's been helping us out all weekend and oversaw that round in Mr. Luke Whitehead. However, I have got with me Fiona Palmer. Ladies and gentlemen, all weekend you've been watching Troy Palmer put cattle around. In the background is his beautiful wife, Fiona. Fee, that was your first trip in the teams draft. How was it?
Oh, that was lots of fun. We can't wait to do it again.
And you had Hannah Riley with you as well. Hannah's a valued part of the Binia Performance Horse team, big part of the show.
Absolutely. We're very, very lucky to have Hannah with us and come down here for the trip, and we couldn't do what we do without her help.
Hey, now I'm going to throw a little bit of shade because I don't think Troy's gone real well in the teams draft, and I'm pretty sure you had a clean run. How's the trip home going to be if that happens again, Fee?
We're in separate vehicles, luckily.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Fiona Palmer, one of the members of the Jackson Ranch team. It's not all about the winning rounds. What about our mates here riding for Mundango Pastoral? My friend Scotty Shea. Buddy, what happened?
I think Wedgie forgot his glasses.
Oh, there's a bit of shade being thrown. One said he overrode it. The other one said he lost his glasses.
Bad steer and he's holding it against me.
There you go, one bad steer and he's holding it against it. What's the plan now, Scott? We're going to go and try and win ourselves a round.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to go and find Wedgie some glasses.
Just right. There'll be some glasses floating around over at one of those bars, I reckon, folks. That was the team from ACT. They'll get another chance here in a second. We'll see them go again. While there's quiet, I will always talk. I've got my mate here from his way. This is Bernie McMorr. Made the trip down from Walker, rode with two of his best buddies in Ben McNaughton and Laura McIntosh. Bern, that wasn't the plan. What happened?
You're telling me. Next time we're going to fix it right up.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Straight from the horse's mouth. He's going to fix it right up this trip. Bern, you've come off the back of a big win up there at the Stallion Draft at Paradise. This is the horse you rode. Plan is to go out there and show everyone what you and your team can do.
We're going to sarb it right into him here in a minute.
Righto, welded at the front. Money's in the mesh, points are in the pegs. Thanks, Bernie. Bernie McMorr and the His Way team. I'm getting a fair bit of no from the Fitzgerald Transport team. But Three Sisters rode there before, ladies and gentlemen. The good news is they completed the course correctly, on track, so they got a time. We're going to still talk to each other at Christmas. Is that true?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, Three Sisters, what's the order? Who's the boss? Who's steering things around out there now?
I'm in the middle. In the middle? Yeah.
She didn't lie to me when she said she didn't want to do it, folks. Good luck to the Fitzgerald Transport team. We'll see them again. They're still in the mix. They have no penalties.
Okay, the scoreboard at the moment is the Ariat team. They're leading the way on that time of 30.21. And in second place is the Judunda Beef team, and in third place is the Roth Build Brandwood Stockhorse Transit Stockhorse Stud team. Okay, we go back to draw number one, the Wellington Livestock, and they got a little bit of a hiccup here. They were running fifth in round one. Now what will they do? Will he come around and try and pick them up again? Could be a good bit of teamwork. You never know. You're right to the whip or whistle in the sport of camp drafting. Now comes around, he puts them back together. Nice bit of teamwork, but they should have been watching up the fence as well. Back up one another. Now there's a little bit of a split up. Well, well, well. So they're going to go out in round number two with a no score.
Righto. Queensland, Ringers team number 2, Brett Welsh, Troy Palmer, Andrew Turvey. Ariat, you're next.
So the Ringers, the Queensland number 2 team, Brett Welsh, Troy Palmer, Andrew Turvey. So come on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you can scream and shout as the curtain is getting close to coming down on the horse events. Here at Wallinga Park, and then the curtains will go up for the concert. Here we go. Queensland number 2 team, the Ringers. What can they do in round number 2? They come around together. They got the pole Herefords running. The red shirts are running around the first peg. They do the changeover. They keep them nice and tight, close together. They back one another up. Look at this, 3 riders, 3 pole Hereford steers around the second peg. Now they said you just got to drop back a little bit there. Just keep them on the run. Now look, they got them together, perfect. War situation. They place them right between the pegs, and it looks good. So they got a time of 34.11 for that round. Gives them a total of 68.04. 68.04. Plus 1 point. Okay, here we go now with the area team. They were leading in round 1. The Queensland team number 5, Kaminsky, Hall, Miles, and look here, they're going to carry it on, are they? Where's the Queensland supporters here? The area team around the second peg, and they're starting to put it together now. Teamwork makes the plan work. He said, that one's yours, this one's mine, and you look after the other one. They come around, we're round up, fill up the glasses over at the Swamp Bar.
And they're in the lead. Fitzgerald Livestock, New South Wales, Team 3, Annette Fitzgerald, Liz Fitzgerald, Jane Fitzgerald. Mundango Pastoral, ECM Livestock, you're next. His way, then Shanahan's.
Time there now for Ariat. They had the fast time in round 1 of 30.21. Now this time they've done 29.95, a total now of 60.16. Now the Fitzgerald sisters, Annette Liz, Jane. Here we go, the ladies team. So here's a chance, ladies, to get right behind them. Here's the ladies. They're just having a last-minute team talk. Time's about to get underway. The Fitzgerald sisters. So all those ladies out there, get ready to ride with them right from the start, and you might just get them home. They just give them a little bit of a trot around the camp to keep them close together. One more time, probably it'll be down one fence, puts them together now, turns them around. The Fitzgerald sisters. Here we go.
Here we go.
Around now. What can the ladies do? Let's start to ride with them, ladies. Cheer them on.
Come on, you
Get
Sal.
right behind them, all you ladies out there. Raise your glasses. Cheer them on. You might be able to push them home. Now they do the changeover. Where's the ladies? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Now more noise. I'll get them home. They put them together. They come around the second peg. The Fitzgerald sisters. They're out on centre stage. Now they come to the finale. Can they put them together? Let's ride with them. More noise. More noise. Raise the glasses. Fill them up. The Fitzgerald sisters.
Righto. Mundango ECM Livestock Team, ACT Team 1, Scott Shea, Brett Petty and Phil Collins. Phil, Kate's watching you at home, recovering from COVID. These guys have requested the Viking clap. Are you guys up for it? Here you go. Good work.
So the Fitzgerald sisters come up with 36.22 and now have a total of 72.37. That's the way. Keep it tapping.
Oh, look at the horses.
I think there was a tactic in their system, ladies and gentlemen. The rest of the horses didn't love it.
The Mundango Pastoral ECM Livestock. Here they go. Let's get that clap going. Let's get the clap going around the first peg.
The clap.
Yes, the pole, even the pole Hereford steers can hear you. They're going to come back home for the clap around the second peg. What can they do with the Mundango Pastoral ECM Livestock? Around the second peg, they move up. They've got to back one another up. Oh, one of the steers says, that's me up there on the big screen. Give them a round of applause there, ladies and gentlemen. All in great sportsmanship.
Righto, New South Wales, His Way Team, Team 4, Laura McIntosh, Ben McNaughton and Bernie McMore.
So bad luck there for the Mundango Pastoral and ECM Livestock, no score. Okay, the His Way Team, New South Wales, Team 4. Here we go. They're about to get the nod. Laura McIntosh, Ben McNaughton, Bernie McMore. Laura McIntosh, she's the captain. She says, Ben, answer to my controls. Here we go. Let's ride with them. The New South Wales team number 4, the His Way team. And it's going to be her ways because Laura is the captain. Oh, look here. Look here. This is looking good. Now, Laura put some more instructions out. Look at Ben. When Laura said go... She said, Ben, I didn't mean for you to go in there. Okay, look here, they're going to get 2 around. You keep on riding. You keep on riding, do they? Well, they're going to give it away. Give them a round of applause there, ladies and gentlemen. That was the His Way team, team number 4 of New South Wales, Laura McIntosh, Ben McNaughton and Bernie McMore.
Righto, Queenslanders, Team 4, Shanahan's Livestock Transport, Zane Haberman, Ben Hall and Will Durkin. Jackson's Ranch, you're next, and then KPH.
Commentary team, three of the best ringers you would see in the country out there right now in Zane Haberman, Will Durkin and Ben Hall. Had an oopsie in the first round, but they're going to show you how good a Cowboys they are here now. Ben's got one running away from him, but
They come around, they come around, and yes, they can. Can they? Can they? Of course they can.
Okay, Jackson's Ranch, New South Wales, Team 2, Fee Palmer, Leah Whitehead and Hannah Riley. Go, girls.
Okay, we've got a time there for the last team of 32.36, a total of 67.24 plus 2 points. Okay, we pick them up now. The Jackson Ranch team of Fee Palmer, Leah Whitehead, Hannah Riley, they make their way around the second peg. Now, what can the ladies do here? Can they put it together? Can they put it together now? The ladies, come on ladies, get those claps, hands going, cheer, shout, roar. Oh, they've done, well, we'll leave that one in the hands of our judge in Luke Whitehead. We go back to the big screen. Yes, you can see what's happened now.
Up next, KPH, Cuba Performance Horses, New South Wales, Team 5, Roger Grant, Brent Trotter and Bruce McNaughton. Pack Horse, you're next, then Willinga.
So the time there for the Jackson Ranch was 39.06. Total now of 90.05 plus 2 points as we join up now with the Cuba Performance Horses of Roger Grant, Brent Trotter, Bruce McNaughton. And they just get them back together now. Round the first peg they come. Grant, Trotter, McNaughton. Tighten things up around the second peg. Roger Grant right around the far side. Trotter in the middle, McNaughton on the inside.
Ooh.
Now, Roger Grant, he says, I'll just sit back. Ben, keep them coming up. Bruce, move up, they say. He says, no, I know a little bit of anticipation. Trotter, oh, can they do it? Can they do it? Oh, go through. You better make your way through the pegs. Oh, we'll leave. This is going to be a tricky one. 1 hour and a half.
Righto, Pack Horse, Queensland, Team Number 1, Mark Buttsworth, Tom Strawn and Jackson Ball.
So a time there of 50.98. Total now of 88.98. So the Pack Horse team. Mark Buttsworth, Tom Strawn, Jackson Ball. So we said we'll just steady them down. As soon as we go out, let's close in on them. Keep them together nice and tight. The Pack Horse, the Queensland team number 1. Buttsworth, Strawn, Ball. Here they come together. The Pole Herefords come together. Around the first peg now. The State of Origins draft. Who's it going to be? Will it be New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria, the ACT? And they've got a nice kind of running three-header cattle. Oh, look at this around the second peg. As tight as you would like. They just come around. They're like, a pair of hacks. They come around. Now they go back to the back of the arena. Oh, they're going to line them up good. Get the glasses full over there at the Swamp Bar as they come together. Give them a round of applause.
Righto, Willinga Park team for New South Wales, Team 1, Troy Palmer, Sarah Cookson, Hugh Miles. What have you got?
So they had a time of 37.54, a total of 79.13, plus a 1 point penalty. So now we move on to Willinga Park, New South Wales, Team 1, Troy Palmer, Sarah Cookson, Hugh Miles. This is round 2 of the State of Origin. Out onto centre stage here at Willinga Park. Oh, and look at here, around the first peg, very, very tight. Now, Sarah Cookson says, I'll just sit back here. No, Troy says, you better move up. Hugh Miles says, I'll sit back here. This is teamwork. If they can keep it going like this, oh, they're going to be right in it. Cookson, Palmer, Miles, they come around. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen it all here at Willinga Park. Have a look at this. More Cookson, Palmer, Miles. Have a look here. New South Wales, come on down.
Righto, we've got the Vic team, Rural Funds Management, Team 2, Andrew Sheridan, Ben Walsh and Gus Malone.
Well, the Willinga Park, New South Wales team, they come up with a time of 30.89 plus the no score. But what a round it was just then. So we move up to team number 12, the Rural Funds Management team. Team Arid are still leading the way on 60.16, followed by the Fitzgerald sisters of 72.37, then the Kubar team of 88.98. So here we go, team number 12, the Rural Funds Management, Andrew Sheridan, Ben Walsh, Gus Malone. They come out. The gates are open. They're on centre stage here at Willinga Park. Now they just let them run out a little. They don't want to let them go too far if they're going to catch the leaders. But one of the pole aerifists says the place to be. He says, I want to get to the Swamp Bar. And another one wants to go the same way. They're trying to put one around. I wonder what they can do here. Well, the other competitors will probably go back around the pegs as well. But he says, I'll follow one around. So he's still going. He might get it through. Yeah, give him a round of applause. He's done it on his own. Have a look here. So the Rural Funds Management, no score.
Righto, the second team from ACT, Rofe Build, Brandwood Stock Horses and Chancet Stock Horse Stud. Toby Rofe, Cole Moxie and Matt French.
So here we go, Rolf, Moxie, French. They're going to be plenty of instructions here. No doubt, Toby, you'll be the captain, the senior of the team. Here we go. They put them out onto centre stage here now. Rolf, Moxie, French. Oh, and nice and tight. They're going to play catch up here. And they put them together now. They just bunch them together. Now it says, just let them run. They move around. They change a little positions. They come around. They come around. The pole hereford steer says, that's me up on the big screen. And I'm down here as well. They come around now. Teamwork makes the plan work. They come around. Now he just got to drop back a little tiny bit. If they can keep the pace going, this is going to be a gem of a run. Here we go. Oh, the team from ACT. Oh, come on down. Woo! The ACT in Rolf, Moxie and French.
Terry's other team, Juanda Beef. For Queensland, Team 3, Andrew Turvey, Harry Scott and Wal Vivers.
Okay, here we go with the final team. Juanda Beef, Andrew Turvey, Harry Scott, Wal Vivers around the first peg. They come. Now this is catch up. Catch up if they can because they had a very good score the last one, the first round around. Oh, and they're going to bunch them up around the second. Here we go. Vivers, Scott, Turvey. Now can they keep going? Where's the Queenslanders? Let's ride with them. They head towards the gate. Can they keep them together? It's looking pretty good. The Queenslanders, the Maroons, they put them all through. It's the maroon colours, the pole Hereford Steers and the maroon team of Vivers, Scott and Turvey. Team of the second last team.
7102. So 34.92.
Yep. Okay, just go back and pick up the Rolf, Bill, Brandwood, Chancet team. 36.01 on the board, then 34.92, come up with 71.02. So a time there for the Juanda Beef team of 34.44 and a total of 66.30.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it won't be too long. We'll have the official place getters presentation for our Teams Drafting Challenge being made in the main arena. And, of course, don't forget tonight we've got a fantastic entertainment lined up for you. Of course, James Blundell, Lee Kernigan, plenty of food. The bar and barbecue still operating. What a great night to stay back and meet some of the real stars of the sport of camp drafting. They will be certainly enjoying themselves after the big event here this afternoon. So don't think at the completion of the presentation that it's home time, because the party is about to begin right here in Willinga.
Okay, so here we have the results of the State of Origin. It is the Ariat team of 60.16 is first. Then second place goes to the Juanda team of 66.30. Then the team Rolf of 71.02 is third. Fourth is the Fitzgerald sisters of 72.37. And fifth, the Kubar Performance Horse team of 88.98. So first in the state of origin is the area team, Queensland team number 5 of Pete Kaminsky, Ben Hall, Hugh Miles. Second place goes to the Joanda Beef, Queensland team number 3 of Andrew Turvey, Harry Scott and Wal Vivas. Third place goes to the Rolf Builder, Brandwood Stock Horses and Chansit Stock Horse Stud of Toby Rolf, Cole Moxie, Matt Whip. Fourth place goes to the Fitzgerald Sisters, New South Wales team number 3, Annette, Liz and Jane Fitzgerald. And fifth place to the Kubar Performance Horses, New South Wales team 5 of Roger Grant, Brent Trotter and Bruce McNaughton. So as the curtain starts to come down on the horse performance and of competition, it won't be too long and the curtain will go up on the stage for the opening of the concert.
So as we sign off here tonight, after a great week of drafting, we'd just like to say a big thank you to the competitors, the spectators, the sponsors, the cattle donors, the volunteers, the Willinga team and Terry and Jeanette. A big thank you for all of us here in the commentators stand.
Okay, if we could have the teams into the main arena for the presentation once these cattle are packed away. We require the Kubar Performance Horse team finished 5th with 88.98. Fitzgerald Sisters with a 72.37. We had the Roff Build team. Brandwood Stock Horses, Chansit Stock Horse Stud 71.02 was 3rd. Joanda Beef, 66.30 was 2nd, and Aria team was 60.16 take out 1st place. So we'll have those teams into the arena, please, for the official presentation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll start from 5th place, the Kubar Performance Horses. And, of course, team captain Roger Grant, most experienced competitor out of the 3 of them. Well done, boys, taking some of the prize money back to Tamworth. We had in 4th the Fitzgerald Sisters, Roff Build, Joanda Beef and Ariat. Okay, Chad Percival will assist as the site manager here at Willinga Park. Great to have Chad. He's done an unbelievable job behind the scenes. Just go a little steady. Okay, in 4th place was the Fitzgerald Sisters with a time of 72.37. Okay, girls, come forward. The Fitzgerald Sisters, 72.37. Very special thanks to Lee Trainer, has kindly donated the garlands for this competition. And of course, Terry Snow from the Willinga Park supporting the Teams Challenge competition. This event has certainly grown in popularity over the last couple of seasons. And in third place was the Roth build. The Brandwood stock horses, the Transit stock horse stud combination, if they could come forward please, the Roth build. 71.02 seconds and in third place here this evening. And in second place of the competition, with a time of 66.30 seconds, Joanne Beef takes out second place, 66.3 seconds. The Queenslanders have come so close into second place here this afternoon. And ladies and gentlemen, the eventual winner, carrying $30,000 first prize, ladies and gentlemen, was taken out by Team Harriet with a time of 60.16 seconds. And an extremely formidable team made up of three of Australia's finest Campdraft competitors, Hugh Miles, Pete Comiskey and Ben Hall. What a team, the Harriet team, taking out the $30,000 first prize representing Harriet. The rugs are being presented on behalf of Terry Snow and the Willinga team. Chad Percival here representing Willinga. And of course, those beautiful garlands made here this afternoon by Lee Trainer from Tamworth, and making that presentation as we speak. Also making the presentation of the gold buckles this year for the Harriet team. Very special Laura Lawrence, and Laura's done an amazing job here with her staff here over the last 4 or 5 days. A very astute young lady she is indeed, and I know Terry and everybody that works here thinks so much of the work that Laura does behind the scenes, and her small team of helpers have done an amazing job in the Secretary's office. Okay, we'll get a quick photo here this evening with Chad Percival, Lee Trainer, and all of our competitors in that magnificent competition. Okay, I think that's certainly made a great night of it. Okay, Pete, you and Ben, Huey can take a lead as the winners of the competition. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time here tonight, what a night, what an evening. Huey Miles, Pete Comiskey, and Ben Hall taking out a magnificent title in that teams drafting competition. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does draw to a close our official part of the presentation here at Warringah for 2022. We hope that every single person here on the ground enjoyed it as much as we did. It has been an amazing competition right through from the winner of the Ringers Western Wear World Championship Gold Buckle competition, Matty Holt's the champion this year. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we certainly hope that you stay with us tonight. Enjoy the hospitality of the Warringah Park, brought to us by Mr. Terry Snow. The bands and live entertainment will start shortly. James Blundell, Lee Koenig will be playing till the wee early hours of the morning. A very, very special thanks to my co-hosts up there that have worked extremely hard over the last few days. Gavin Baird, we had Brooke French, Heidi Smith, and Jimmy Callan. A very special thanks to the four hosts that have worked tiresomely throughout the last 4 or 5 days. It's been an absolute pleasure. And we thank each and every one of the workers that work from behind the scenes that make this event all possible. Till next year, God bless, travel safe, and enjoy tonight here at Warringah Park.